Hello traders and welcome to tradingwithbill.com. I'm Bill and we're in Thailand. Traders, we're going to be talking some Forex today. Take a look at the chart, see what's going on. Maybe we can set up some trade plans later in the day. Good to see the dollar index took a bump up. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. Traders, let's take a look at the economic calendar today and let's see what's going on. So we had building approvals out of the Aussie today. Came out at 11.7 versus 1.3. Good number on the Aussie. Did it make a difference is the question. Let me see. Yeah, a little bump up. One little candle. Nothing big. Markets really didn't care, I guess. What else we got coming up? We got the Swissy in the European session today. Actually, just before, about 15 minutes before it. We have unemployment rate comes out today. Oh, my goodness. What's going on? German trade balance comes out today right at the open of the European session. Sorry, it's an hour before the European session. What else we got? Swissy's got retail sales year on year today. Unemployment rate out of the euro. It's forecast for 8.7. That's pretty good. That's all right. We'll see if they can hold it. In the U.S., we have FOMC members are yakking again. Kashkari speaks today. And the JOLTS job openings for November happens today in the U.S. session. So a mediocre day today we have as far as data goes. Let's take a look at what happened yesterday. The S&P futures is currently up 0.01% with the Dow up negative 0.05, and the NASDAQ futures is up 0.05. Small cap 2000 is negative 0.05, and the S&P 500 VIX is positive 3.25. We like to see that. The DAX is up 0.36%. We saw that yesterday in the European Open, how even in pre-market, the DAX was really on the up move, and the Open just took off. The U.S. dollar index is up 0.36%. We did get clear of that 97, I think it was 56 yesterday, and now we're at 92.08. Good to see the dollar starting to pick up. And I think that's what happened in our move with the euro and the pound yesterday was the dollar got strong and they got weak, as we would expect. We talked about that trade. Now, I'll talk about that when we get to the charts, but I did pretty well on that trade. I think I took like 38 pips on that, so that was okay. All right, let's just take a gander here. Just change that over to hourly. And let's see what's going on the other side. Some commodities. Gold still is at $1,320.30. Crude WTI is 61.87. And Brent oil is at 67.92. Don't think it's going to hit that 70 mark today. Maybe in a week or so, maybe middle of next week, we might get to that 70 mark, but I expect it to hit the 70 mark. U.S. coffee is negative 2.57%. All right, my friends, let's hit the charts. I really like this New Zealand dollar today. You know, this has been sideways since the 4th of, you can see down here, since the 4th of January. This New Zealand dollar has been in this sideways price action. It's bouncing at highs. You know, it just took out the highs, you know, previous left of the chart. So I'd like to see this really take a down move here. And I'm really looking at, I don't know, I just like this look here. And I'm going to wait for it to break through here. So maybe here we can stick that in there at 71.55. And I'm looking to take this all the way down, right? We could take this all the way down to at least 71.50, somewhere in there. Really, this is our next support level. And that's at 71.27. So 71.30, you know, you take an idea of maybe getting out of this. But I like this. I think this is gonna fall apart here, and this is gonna come back to the downside. So we're gonna watch it. Now, what happens if it breaks to the upside? Well, then I'll just have to place a Fibonacci level on it, maybe take it to the upside. You know, we don't care what way it's going. We have our bias, but we don't care which way it goes. We're just going to trade it in the direction that we're going to make some pips, right? That makes sense, that our analysis tells us it's okay. All right, let's just gander over here to the Euro USD today. Yeah, this just took an absolute dump here yesterday. Really a nice move. So let's do this. Let's get a fib on here. We'll just take it from this high here and just bring it on down. Down there. Yeah, it looks good to me. So we have a little bit of support at this 23.6. I don't think this is going to hold. If this is going to come back up, I don't think this 23.6 Fibonacci is going to hold. So we need this to get up farther, right? We need this to get up much better than that. So I'm looking at the 38.2. Maybe we could take a move there at the 38.2 Fibonacci level to sell it. Now, this is starting to look like L for lower, right? L and then lower. And maybe, this just might continue to the downside. If that happens, let it go and wait for a retest of that resistance level, and then we can sell it. But as you can see on this chart, my bias is bearish. I want to sell the euro. I don't want to buy it at support, right? Let's take a look at, what do we look at? The Great British Pound. Great British Pound, US dollar. Here's another pair that's so in this move here. It's coming up to a resistance level. What I don't like about this, if you look left of the chart, we've got junk all over the place. There is left of the chart junk, and really, I really want this to pop to the upside. I want to see something like over here, right? Yeah, that looks great. 35.95, right? We'll take it to the downside. I don't want to play in this, right? You don't want to play in this. Always look left of the chart, my friends. Always look left of the chart. And you can see this. This is not an area we want to play with. So let this move up. Now, again, it can just crash to the downside, and that's fine. And we'll take a look at what happens there. But right at the moment, I see nothing here until it comes up to that 35.95 area, which I like, and we can definitely get into a trade there. Let me just scan over to my other charts here, see if there's... Let's look at the Euro Aussie. Again, another one of my favorite pairs here. Wow, this thing is just tanking. I missed this yesterday. We didn't even talk about this yesterday, but look at this thing just tanking to the downside. There's nothing to do with it. You can't even put a fib on here. Always remember, when you do a fib level, you want 2 to the right and 2 to the left, right? So you can get a good idea that the fib's not going to get broken right away. And we don't even have 2 to the right on this. This is just continuing to move to the downside. We've lost the boat. The cruise ship has left the dock, and we're standing on the dock with our luggage, right? We missed the boat. It's not here. So there's nothing to do with this Euro Aussie. It's just moved, and we lost it. We lost this opportunity. But we'll keep an eye on it. Just keep an eye on it. We'll just keep an eye on it. I don't see a lot else going on, my friends. We can take a look at the Aussie dollar being. We did have data. I did not see any. There's a candle I was telling you about for that data that came out. Not a lot here. Coming up to this resistance level. Again, I want to see this up here at the 78, 68, 70 area. We'd like to see this. Ooh, what happened there? Okay. Yeah, sometimes charts like to do what they want to do, right? So, I don't want to trade this. Even though, if you look at this, you got to say, this is resistance here. So I'm not going to do anything on this Aussie. I'm going to leave it alone because I'm bearish. My bias is so bearish on this pair. I think it's continued to the downside. Traders, let's take a look at the dollar index. Here's our dollar index. Again, this is only a 30-minute chart, but you can see it's sideways. It's up. It's got resistance here at this 92.40 area. So we just wait for this to hit resistance, and I'm hoping that it just continues to the upside and just keeps going to the upside. We don't want to see it back at this 91 level, right? We want to see this take up. And you can see this was a nice move yesterday to the upside. Really sweet move yesterday. And that's why we saw the euro and all the dollar pairs take a move to the downside. Really nice. All right, traders, thanks for being with me. TradingWithBill.com. Come visit me. It's a little website, but it's got some good information on that great economic calendar. And traders, we'll catch you tomorrow morning in Asia. Always remember to trade smart, not hard. Catch you later, my friends. Bye-bye.